How many of you listening remember those marble covered notebooks? Marble? Well, not exactly marble, but it was a black cover with all these little white squiggly things. A composition notebook. I'm sure everyone listening has at least one time used it. It wasn't a spiral. It was not a spiral notebook, but those black marble pattern notebook. Let's talk about this. What does this have to do with anything? You'll see back in a minute. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Jan. Welcome to another episode of my channel, Save Money More with Jan channel. How you doing today? I remember very, very well being a kid in school and having those notebooks. We were required to have a few of those notebooks as well as maybe one spiral tear out the page notebook. This is in elementary school. Okay. You might remember this, probably you do. I never liked those notebooks. But I never liked the design on the exterior of that notebook. How many of you listening, like if you were bored listening to a teacher who was rambling on and on, being totally redundant, making the same point over and over and over for like 5 minutes straight? I was that kind of a kid. I would get bored easily because if I got the message already in the beginning of the lesson, I'm like, over and over and over we go. So I would take my pen and I would fill in those little white squigglies. You know those little white squigglies on the exterior of the notebook? How many of you out there are guilty of that? I said, I don't like this. I'm not satisfied with this. I want something better than this. Wow. Pretty cool for a kid. If you did that, you were a cool kid. I'm just saying. Ah, now in the beginning of this new year, and yes, it's still the very beginning, but you're like, Jan, everybody went back to work already. Yeah, most people went back to work already. It's still the beginning of a new year. How many of us walk around with just like status quo and we think, I can't get better than this. We'll just settle for those white squiggly lines on the exterior of a notebook. You see where I'm going with this. Or some of us might say, this isn't good enough. I want something better than this. Hmm, interesting. And you don't have to be a bored child in elementary school to feel that way. Okay. Do they even use these notebooks anymore? In with the world of computers that we live in. But I do know those notebooks still exist. I've seen them in the stores. But it's the idea of I'm not happy with this and I want to make this better. Whatever that this may be. Now, what stops people, excuse me, from going forward and saying, I'm not satisfied with this issue or that thing or, that aspect or that desire, I'm not happy with the status quo and I want to go forward and improve. Could be in the arena of financial, right? It could be in personal growth, right? We don't have to keep repeating the same things over and over again like a broken record. Okay. And I literally took moments of time to pray for that innovation and that change to emerge in the people that could show something different, especially like here, even on this platform. I am so excited and thrilled when I see baby channels on YouTube. When I say baby channel, I mean like brand new, you just opened your channel. It is so fun to listen to your ideas, what you have to say. Don't let anything stop you from trying. That's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't have to be just, creating a YouTube channel, okay? I mean, in general in life, is there something, a missing puzzle piece from 2024 that you really, really wanted to make happen? And for some reason or another, I don't know the reason. You don't know the reason on, offhand, maybe you do, but you want to fix that. You want to plug into that missing puzzle piece. Go forward. You're at the turn of the calendar now. We turned the calendar now. Why not go forward? It's not going to happen overnight, but I am convinced of this. If we do something, a good something, no matter what the good is, even if it's a little bit of a good something, every single day, even if that good something, let's say, is a 5-minute workout that normally you didn't do at all. Let's say you did a workout for 5 or 10 minutes a day, exercise, okay? And 7 days went by and you did that workout. That means you put in about 35, 40 minutes that week of a workout as opposed to the usual, as per usual, 0 minutes in the previous weeks. You see where I'm going with this? Are we okay with the always the same thing? We don't have to be. I mean, some people perfectly are, and I'm not judging anyone by it. Sometimes people are totally content doing the same thing, but for the ones that do the same things over and over again, but expect a different result, that is not logical. It doesn't even make sense. In fact, some experts call it a form of insanity. I wouldn't go to that stretch, okay? But I do think it's a mistake to expect different results, but we're doing the same tired old thing over and over again. Just like I wasn't satisfied with that design on that notebook. I mean, I'm no designer by any stretch of the imagination. But as a child, I said, there's got to be something better than this, unless on purpose the original designer person put it there for kids to fill in those white little specks. I don't know. I really don't know. But that's just an example. What could we do this brand new year to make it better? When it comes to the savings arena, which of course, I focus on that all the time, every single week, at least one or two shows is related directly to savings. Perhaps we can implement it. I am a huge, huge person in terms of incremental savings. I am a huge, huge person in terms of incremental actions of positivity. And it doesn't have to be earth shattering. It could be a small positive change. Example, I will go for a walk every single day. Great. That beats the 0 in the previous year. So even if you're aiming to take that walk every single day of the week, and maybe you just got 5 or 6 days that you took that walk and there was a missed day, which is bound to happen, that's real life. That is still an incredible difference. Okay. Or let's switch it over to money. I will try my very best to save $100 per week. Per week. Oh, that's $400 a month, okay? And even if you don't hit goal, let's say you didn't do that before, you're still way, way ahead of the game. The whole idea is to push ourselves to a better limit, to not be satisfied with status quo, to be not okay with just okay. Again, I don't judge anyone that's okay with just okay. But I do think if we push ourselves a little bit further in the game. Now, for the last couple of weeks, as you know, I took some time out for the holidays, which I always do every year. I think it's important. I think it's important to take that time with your family, to do the things you love to do during the holidays, and to take a break. I think that is really, really important because it gives you not only time to relax, but a little time sometimes to be introspective and ask yourself, well, what better thing can I do when I resume, when I go back to my work schedule? What can I do to streamline my videos? What better messages can I convey? That's the reason why I changed my channel name of, about what, year and a half, 2 years back to the Save Money and More with Jan channel, because I wanted to have not just talks about money. I wanted it to be a little bit with the and more. This is a little bit of both, talking about saving money and positivity, but it's also an and more. There you go. All right, everybody. I just thought I'd mention this. Have an amazing, fantastic day. And if you have not done so already, I would totally appreciate it if you would click subscribe. Don't forget to check out also tapping the notification bell so that you know every time I upload. I might keep the same time slots. I may keep it as a variable. If I keep it my uploads as a variable time slot, you don't know offhand when I'm going to upload. So it's really important if you enjoy these messages to click on the notification bell. That way you don't miss out. Thank you so much for being here, and I really do appreciate every single one of you. Have a great day.